The Colorado unit is the most significant study of the school year and includes all four social studies standards. In history, students examine the interactions among people, events, and ideas, and continuity and change over time. The geography concept of region and the economic concept of scarcity are highlighted. Last, two concepts within civics are part of the unit: the structure and function of government and government. This unit is a well-rounded study of Colorado over time, with some emphasis in all four standards of social studies. On this graphic, the right side is meant to represent a possible anchor chart contained within the classroom. Notice how I've placed all of the concepts for the unit at the top. I've included the big ideas and the organizing concepts. At the bottom, a teacher might choose a collection of essential questions that they want to explore with students throughout the unit of study. Due to the length of this unit, teachers might want to change the essential questions as the unit progresses and students examine different content. Using a tool like this is at the heart of concept-based learning. The goal of concept-based teaching and learning involves taking learning experiences so students connect the facts and skills that they are learning back to the unit's concepts and essential questions, which are created to illuminate what we want students to understand. For the teacher, this happens through making artful choices about when and how to guide student learning back to these concepts and essential questions. It is these opportunities that allow students to make sense of their learning. Such opportunities might include turn-in talks, class discussions, or quick writes. The first organizing concept within Colorado is region. While studying Colorado, students look at physical geography and other facets used to define the plains, mountains, and plateau regions of Colorado. Through this concept, students also examine how the different regions are connected to economics and economic incentives, both now and in the past. To guide students towards this concept's understandings, students will use geographic tools, describe locations and environments using specific vocabulary, and describe how regions in Colorado are or have been connected by the movement of goods and services. Second, the study of Colorado includes a history concept. Historians study the interactions among people, events, and ideas to make sense of eras and understand cause and effect relationships. Sometimes certain ideas or events cause people to behave in certain ways. Sometimes people and their ideas cause certain events to take place. Or sometimes there are events that cause people to behave uniquely. By considering the relationships between people, events, and ideas, historians are able to construct and explain their perspective of history and its stories. History unfolds uniquely because of the unique ideas, people, and events that interact over time. This is the most significant concept in this unit and allows students to think about people, events, and ideas and their influence on each other over time in the state. Students consider the various people who have migrated to or lived in Colorado over time, what events and ideas brought them here, and how the state has changed due to events, people, and ideas. To guide students toward this concept's understandings, students will organize information chronologically, identify cause and effect relationships, describe why people came to Colorado, analyze the impact of developments, and identify goods and services throughout history. Last, Colorado has students address the civics concept, structure and function of government. This allows students to explore the government's hierarchical structures and order within the state and nation. Structures create order within communities and society. Governmental structures involve branches of government or people in government, such as the president, governor, mayor, legislators, city councils, and police officers. When students recognize the structure, they can also identify how everyone has a role so the system functions effectively. For this reason, structure and function of government are considered one concept, since the ideas of structure and function are inseparable. In the Colorado unit, students will think about our state's branches of government, the people within those branches, and the relationships between them while deepening their understanding of how government supports people nationally, in states, and in counties locally. They explore the roles of everyone, including the roles of citizens. Last, Students are invited to consider issues faced by the state and think about possible solutions. To arrive at the conceptual understandings, students will explain roles of leaders, citizens, and others, and they'll also examine multiple perspectives of issues that citizens of Colorado debate. To support teachers in figuring out how to approach this unit, a document has been created with the title Colorado Unit Outline, a Possible Approach. This document lives among the Stage 3 support documents. This outline bundles together different Stage 1 learning goals to offer a possible approach for how teaching and learning might flow throughout the course of the unit. These bundles create 6 different chunks of learning. Notice how this tool is like a covered page, and each bundle can be examined in greater depth with the linked supporting document. Teachers will notice that some chunks include more learning goals than others, and teachers are encouraged to make thoughtful decisions about the time devoted to each chunk of learning. As a note, this is just one approach, and teachers are always open to use different approaches to address the Stage 1 learning goals for this unit. Last, teachers will notice links to various assessment documents that are meant to help teachers think about assessment throughout the course of the unit. As you explore the support that is available for this unit, the following resources are important to highlight. Again, look for the Colorado Unit Outline, a Possible Approach. There's a document titled Map Resources, which contains links to a number of maps that can be used in the classroom, including outline maps that can be printed and used by students. For teachers who like to see video resources collected in one place, look for the document titled Video Resources. Last, you'll notice that the unit has many resource bundles. These bundles have been established because they focus on common content and allow you, the teacher, to decide what resources would best support your students in learning content. If you haven't done so already, teachers are encouraged to join your 4th grade social studies group on Jeffco Schoology. To join this group, you'll need the access code listed at the bottom of this slide. This group allows me to share professional opportunities and offer insights or snippets of information about units of study as you progress through the year. Plus, if you have questions about the unit or its goals, you have the opportunity to engage in professional dialogue so you can become more knowledgeable and comfortable with your social studies instruction. Thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful.